Welcome everyone. Real quick, I decided to start something brand new. I decided to grade certain drivers on their performance in a certain division, but the requirement pretty much I'm only grading drivers that are like I'm only grading drivers who have driven less than 50 races in a certain division. And for this video, very first episode of the series, I'm gonna start off with Sean Caisse. Now, personally, I don't know much about Sean Caisse as a driver because he was driving in the Xfinity Series or Busch Series at the time, during a time where I was actually 4 when he started. So, yeah, I really don't know much about him. I know him because of the Black Flags Matter video and NASCAR Bus video. But I thought he only made 8 starts in the Busch Series overall, like throughout his entire career. So, yeah, it's gonna be quick grading here. So let's get right into it, and hope you guys enjoy this one. As again, this is my first time trying this out. So, all right, let's go. Okay, so before we start grading his races in the Busch Series, I have to say that he made very few starts in the K&N Pro Series, or which is now known as Arkham Menards Pro Series, something like that, and only 1 start in the Truck Series. So really, the amount of starts he's made in the series is very limited. But he started off with Kevin Harvick Incorporated back in 2006. He surprisingly only made 1 start, and it's this car. Alright, we're going to race 29 of the 2006 Busch Series season at Dover, and he really does not do anything. I'm not sure, I forgot where he started, but basically he wound up finishing 42nd, crashing out when he smacked the wall in turn 4 at lap 10. And despite this being his very first start with this team, and that's actually his first start ever in the Busch Series, Kevin Harvick decided to not take a chance on him and just release him. I mean, I don't know, but that's still, regardless, just not a good way to start off in the Busch Series. Like, very first start, crashed out within the first 10 laps. It was actually at lap 6, but it was officially DNF, according to Race Reference, at lap 10. I'm sorry, but right away I gotta grade this performance an F. Okay, actually, right quick, I actually made a slight error in terms of when he started. He was actually full time in the K&N Pro Series from 2005 to 2007. So around the time he made his first start at Dover, he was still like in the K&N Pro Series East full time. So I guess that was the main focus. But still, not really great, but he would not make his proper start until 2009, where he joined Richard Childress Racing, and I think it was full-time. Well, at lap 127 of 225 at Nashville, he wound up crashing out anyway in a multi-car pileup. 2 straight DNFs with 2 great teams. Oh man, not a good start to this one. Well, at least he made it past the halfway point this time, and the wreck wasn't his fault. I guess I'll give him a D for this one. His next race for the team will be 3 races later at Loudon, or New Hampshire, as most people like to call it. Once again, he didn't really make an impact, but was midfield and actually didn't crash out this time, so I guess that's a plus. Though he finished this race several laps down, and he ultimately finished 22nd, so still wasn't that bad of a finish. But since this is RCR equipment, finishing 22nd just won't cut it, so they let him go. Meaning that Sean Caisse is another driver on RCR's long list of failed prospects. So despite his performance, I'll still give him a C, considering finished 22nd, didn't really crash. And this pretty much wrapped up his season. Like, 2009 was seriously uneventful for him, and how uneventful, you may ask? Well, he wouldn't make more than 2 starts for any division that year. So yeah, let's just go on to 2010. Now in 2010, he would make more starts in that season than 2008 and 2009 starts combined. So yeah, his time in the NASCAR's top 3 divisions were really short-lived. But anyways, he started driving for Rad Racing and Go Green Racing in the same season. Well, first we'll just start off with Rad Racing, and this was the 09 Ford Fusion. And so he would actually finish this race 18th on the lead lap. So wow, nice finish. I'm giving him a C for that run. And the next two races, not much happened again. The next race would be in Kentucky. The very next race, the only time he would race 2 races in a row, he finished 27th, and yeah, so momentum, gave him a D. And then he finished 21st at New Hampshire. He would then eventually jump ship to Go Green Racing for the next race at Bristol, and things just went horribly wrong. Joe Nemechek smacked the wall in turn 4 and went down the track as Sean Caisse went up, causing them to collide and go down and hit the inside wall. He would wind up finishing 34th in this race, crashing at lap 155 of 250. I'm sorry, man, but I'm giving this one a D. Something has to change in his performance. Well, anyways, we're now on to his final race in the Busch Series, or at this point Nationwide Series, ever. And that is at race 32 at Gateway. Now, he actually did get a decent start in this race, starting somewhere up front, but wound up falling back pretty quickly, and then at lap 102 of 200, wound up in the big accident, which had, like, I think, about a dozen cars piled up in there. Mike Wallace spun it sideways and eventually saved it, but then someone checked up on Sean Caisse, and then from there, the track was blocked, and then a few more cars just piled in there. I was going to give it an F this time, but you know what, since he at least got a decent starting position, I'll just give him a D for this race. And that about wraps up his time in the Nationwide Series, as he did try to make one more start at Homestead, but he wound up crashing in qualifying, so he failed to qualify. In fact, fun fact, the only time he failed to qualify during his entire Busch Series campaign. And his final start in NASCAR as a whole would be at the infamous Bowman Gray Stadium race in the Can-Am Pro Series in 2012. So his final grade overall is a D. So yeah, he didn't do too well in the series, but then again, no team kept him around for more than 3 races. But anyways, that'll be it for this video. I'm actually looking to make this a full series. In fact, the requirements will, for as to like what drivers you could suggest for like the next video I make on this, is will be in the description down below. So thank you so much for watching. See you next time.